You and I, you and
Hello everyone, the Silent One here, and you are all here because you probably saw the title that TERA Online may be coming to PS4 and Xbox One. Now, as a lot of you know, TERA Online is a massive multiplayer online game, or an MMO, that is currently only on PC. But now that brings us around to our next point. Bluehole Studios, the company behind the creation of TERA Online, has created a job listing that indicates that TERA Online will be coming to PS4. Now, I say will be, but I could be horribly wrong, because there is a lot of things behind it in order to port it over. The number one thing that could stop TERA Online from reaching console would be the coding. Because what it says in the article that me and Tanek have been using is that they're going to have to change a lot of the coding in order to be able to fit TERA onto PS4 and Xbox One. Another issue that comes along with this is the amount of abilities each character class or each class has. And according to the article that is in front of you right now, each class has over 20 active abilities. Now, that is a lot for a controller to handle. But the other issues are your ping. If you have less than, let's say, 1,000 ping, you're going to suffer from horrible lag. And last but not least, the final issue that I will bring up would be the frames per second, or FPS. On a top-of-the-line PC, you can at most run 30 frames per second. Now the goal is to start running at least 20 frames per second when you bring it over to console. But, as we know, there have been other MMOs that had a similar problem, but they still managed to flourish on console. Final Fantasy XIV, Neverwinter, Warframe being one especially, because they can run, 40 frames per second? And on the top of the line PC, it can run 60 frames per second. So there are ways to do it. Just a lot of people are just too lazy to do it. Now, this one forum webpage, Enmasse, or however you pronounce it, the people who have been conversating on there bring up a lot of good points about why it could be able to do it and why it wouldn't be able to do it. So, and I'm not going to go through everything that they started to mention on this webpage because there's like 6 pages. So if you want to know more about their views, just hop on over to Enmasse. Just type in like Neverwinter PS4 release day. That should be like one of the first ones to pop up.